Hello, it's Chef John from foodwishes.com with asparagus pie. That's right, asparagus pie. This was actually inspired by a dessert called cherry clafouti, which I'm going to put a link to in the post. But anyway, it's spring, the asparagus are beautiful. Let's make some asparagus pie. So I'm going to prep a pound of asparagus. I'm going to cut off the tips, and then the stems I'm just going to cut in about half-inch pieces. Then we're going to make a batter, which is very simple. It's some flour, some salt, a little bit of sugar, black pepper, and I had some fresh thyme in the garden. It's actually lemon thyme, but any thyme will work. Just pick the leaves, you don't have to chop it. And some milk, and we're going to whisk that up until that flour is all absorbed and dissolved, and we have a very, very light batter. Then we're going to add in 3 whole eggs, and we're going to whisk that together. In the dessert version that inspired this recipe, clafouti, I believe is how you pronounce it, there's actually more sugar in this, but it's basically just a really simple batter. And you'll see it kind of puffs up as it cooks, and this should be really delicious. And then, I was looking across the kitchen, and I saw a lemon, and I said, what would be good in this? Lemon zest. So don't be afraid to look around the kitchen as you cook. You're never cooking alone. Remember that. Sometimes the ingredients actually will just kind of call you and, hey, over here. Put me in. Alright, I'm going to take a heavy saute pan on the stove over medium heat. I'm going to melt a couple tablespoons of butter. When it foams and the edges of the bubbles get a little tinge of brown, just a little nuttiness, I'm going to throw in my pound of raw asparagus with a big pinch of salt. And I'm just going to saute that for about a minute and a half, just until the asparagus turns a darker green. I don't want to cook it because this is going to bake in the oven about 40-45 minutes. But I'm just going to give it a little saute here just to brighten it and just to start the cooking process. Alright, after that, I'm going to take my casserole dish. I'm going to butter it on all sides. Make sure you butter the sides well so this is able to kind of rise as it cooks. You can basically use a pie dish or a square casserole. I think that's like a 2 or 3 quart casserole dish. I'm going to dump in my asparagus. I'm going to pour in the batter. And we're going to put that in a 350-degree oven until it's done, which is going to be about 40-45 minutes. Okay? And what comes out is this lovely, puffy, browned around the edges, kind of custardy, quiche-y, I don't know how to even describe it. It's asparagus pie. Now, I highly suggest you let this cool to room temperature before you serve it. Okay, you won't really taste all the goodness if it's really piping hot. You want to let it fall, kind of collapse, and then you serve it room temperature or cold. And it's a really, really nice asparagus dish. And I'm saying that having never made this before. But I'm imagining this is going to be a really, really delicious asparagus dish. It's spring. Go buy some asparagus and give this delicious recipe a try. All the ingredients will be on the site. And as always, enjoy.